Good morning, my dear students. Standard 3rd. Subject English. Myself, Miss Alima Sheikh. Students, as you know, we had completed our combined book number 1 and 2, right? And from today onwards, we are going to start with the combined book number 3. So students, the pic which is flash on your mobile phone is your combined book number 3. So students, everyone just remove your combined book number 3. Students, this is the first page of your combined book number 3. This is the contents. So here the very first poem number 21, there is the key of the kingdom. This poem I had explained you in the previous lecture, right? And from today onwards I am going to give you the notes of this poem. Students, in the previous lecture I had given you the homework. You have to write down the poem number 21, that is the key of the kingdom, one time in your English notebook. I hope so everyone has completed, right? And I had given you some meaning. That also you have to write down in your English notebook. And I hope so that everyone has completed the homework, right? Students, again I am saying, from today onwards I am going to give you the notes of poem number 21, that is the key of the kingdom. So students, everyone just remove your combined book number 3. So students, before I give you the notes of this poem, first of all, I am going to recite the poem for you. So students, everyone just pay attention, okay? Students, again I am saying, before I give you the notes, students, first of all, whatever I had explained you in the previous lecture means the poem number 21, that is the key of the kingdom, right? That poem, first of all, I am going to recite, and then afterward we will start with the notes. So students, everyone just open your English Bal Bharati textbook. Page number 44, Unit 3rd, poem number 21. There is the key of the kingdom. Students, again I am reading the whole poem for you. So everyone just pay attention, okay? There is the key of the kingdom. In that kingdom, there is a city. In that city, there is a town. In that town, there is a street. In that street, there is a lane. In that lane, there is a yard. In that yard, there is a house. In that house, there is a room. In that room, there is a bed. On that bed, there is a basket. In that basket, there are some flowers. Now students, the second paragraph. Flowers in the basket, basket on the bed, bed in the room, room in the house, house in the yard, yard in the lane, lane in the street, street in the town, town in the city, city in the kingdom, and this is the key of the kingdom. So students, you have to read this poem. It means that you have to by heart this poem. Okay? Students, in the previous lecture I had explained you this poem, and today I am going to give you the notes of this poem. So now students, everyone just open your combined book number 3. I am going to give you the notes. Page number 1. Unit 3. Poem number 21. There is the key of the kingdom. Students, on the top, if you see, I had mentioned the date, and today's date is 25th November 2020. So students, you have to write down the date. Okay. Now come to the very first question. Learn and write the given words 3 times. Students, the important notice. In the previous lecture, when I had given you the homework, new words, you have to write down 3 times. Many of the students are not writing the homework part, the new words 3 times. But from today onwards, it's compulsory. You have to write the homework also. Means the new words 3 times. Understood, students? So, come to the very first question. As I told you, learn and write the given words 3 times. There are some new words that you have to write down 3 times. Okay. So let's see which are those words. The very first word, it's a kingdom. So students, you have to write down the word kingdom 3 times. Second one, it's a town. Students, the word town, you have to write down 3 times. Next, it's a street. Street also you have to write 3 times. Then afterward, lane. That also you have to write down 3 times. As you can see the space, the lines are given in your combined book. So you have to write the new words 3 times. It's a copywriting. Next, it's a yard. So students, the word yard you have to write 3 times. Next, the last one, it's a basket. That word also you have to write 3 times. Students, again I am saying that in the previous lecture, when we had completed combined book number 1 and 2, that time students, many of the students are not writing the new words 3 times. Students, that part it's an homework. You have to write down. Okay. So students, from today onwards, you have to write the new words also. It's compulsory. Okay. So students, I hope everyone understood the question number 1. Right. Now move to the next question. Question number 2. Give opposites of. In that, A1, key. The answer is lock. Students, again I am repeating the question number 2. It's give opposites of. The question is key. The answer is lock. Now students, move to the next question. Question number 3. List all the things mentioned in the poem in 2 ways. In that, the A1, from the smallest to the biggest. As I told you students, we have to write down as an ascending order. Means from the smallest to the biggest. Now students, in this poem, the smallest thing is the flowers, right? So here the answer is flowers dash basket dash bed dash room dash house dash yard dash lane dash street dash town dash city dash, the last one is the kingdom. So students, again I am repeating the A1. The A1 question is from the smallest to the biggest. Means the things which are mentioned in the poem, we have to write down from the smallest to the biggest. So students, what is the smallest thing in this poem? Yes, it's a flowers. So here the flowers, then basket, then bed, then room, then house, then yard, then lane, then street, then town, then city, and the last one it's a kingdom. So students, we had completed the A1. Now move to the B1 question. From the biggest to the smallest means this question is mentioned as descending order. Students, descending order means from the biggest to the smallest. So let's see the answer. The very first one, the biggest thing is the kingdom. Kingdom dash, city dash, town dash, street dash, lane dash, yard dash, house dash, room dash, bed dash, basket dash, and the last one it's a flowers. Students, if you see, I had mentioned the word dash because you should not put comma or dot. You have to write dash in the betweens of the words. Okay. So here students, again I am repeating the B1. The B1 question is from the biggest to the smallest. From the biggest to the smallest, what we mentioned? Yes, it's a descending order. Means from the biggest to the smallest. Now students, what is the thing? Is the biggest in this poem? Yes, it's a kingdom. So here the answer is kingdom, then city, then town, then street, then lane, then yard, then house, then room, then bed, then basket, and the last one it's a flowers. In the end of the answer we have to put full stop. Okay. Now students, we had completed the question number 3 also. Now move to the next question. Question number 4. The next question, question number 4. Put the following chain in the proper order. You may start from the smallest or the biggest. It means that we can write this answer by the smallest to the biggest or from the biggest to the smallest. It means that in any one format we have to mention the answer. It may be ascending order or descending order. Understood? So let's see the question. Question number A. Shirt, car, man, pocket, highway, pen. So students, I have written this answer in an descending form. Means from the biggest to the smallest. So let's see the answer. So I have written the very first one, it's a highway, then car, then man, then shirt, then pocket, and the last one it's a pen. And in the end of the sentence I had put the full stop. Students, you may write this answer in this format, from the smallest to the biggest. I have written the answer in the form of descending order. Students, you may write this answer in the ascending format also. Means from the smallest to the biggest. For example, you can write in this way also. Pen, then pocket, then shirt, then man, then car, and in the last highway. So students, this is the smallest to the biggest, means ascending order, but I had written the answer in the descending order, means from the biggest to the smallest. Okay, now move to the B1, means the second one. The second one question is seats, container, house, kitchen, dried chili. Students, the second one answer I have written from the smallest to the biggest. So here the answer is, the smallest thing is the seeds, then dried chili, then container, then kitchen, and in the end I have written the house. Right? In the end of the sentence we have to mention the full stop. Okay? Students, again I am repeating the A1 and the B1 so that you can understand very well. In the A1 students, the question is shirt, car, man, pocket, highway, pen. The very first answer I have written in the descending form, means from the biggest to the smallest. So here the biggest thing is the highway, then car, then man, then shirt, then pocket, and the last one I have written the pen, and in the end of the sentence I had put full stop. Now B1. The B1 question is seats, container, house, kitchen, dried chili, and the answer I have written in the form of ascending order, means from the smallest to the biggest. So here the small thing is the seeds, then dried chili, then container, then kitchen, and the last house. In the end of the sentence I have put the full stop. So students, we had completed the page number 1. Now move to the next page. Page number 2. In that students, the C1. The question is letter, word, bookshop, story, storybook, paragraph, sentence. And the answers I have written in the ascending format, means from the smallest to the biggest. So here the answer: letter, word, sentence, paragraph, story, storybook, bookshop. Students, you may write this answer from the biggest to the smallest, means in the descending order. Now students, move to the next, means the D1. The D1 question is tell, hair, mountain, cave, beer, and the answer I have written from the smallest to the biggest. So here the answer: hair, tail, beer, cave, and mountain. In the end of the sentence we have to put a full stop. Now students, the next question means the E1. Grain of corn, field, plant, stuck, ear of corn. And I have written the answer: grain of corn, ear of corn, stuck, plant, and in the end I have written field. Students, again this answer I have written from the smallest to the biggest. Students, this 5 question answer, in that you can write the answer as you like, means from the smallest to the biggest or from the biggest to the smallest. It means that you may write these all answers in an ascending format or in the descending format. Understood students? Now students, move to the next question, means the question number 5. Read the instructions and write other words related to the given words. In that, the A1, kingdom. Write other words that begin with K. Means we have to write any other words which starts with K. So, I have written the answer: kitchen, keyboard, kingdom, kinship. Students, this answer you can write by your own also. Okay? Now move to the next. Question number B. City list the occupation of people in a city. At least 10. Students, everyone know what is the meaning of occupation, right? So in the city, we have to write occupations of people in a city. At least 10 names. So here the answer is doctor, engineers, carpenters, cobblers, masons, electricians, fishermen, nurses, tailors, and the last one I have wrote teachers. Students, you can write this answer by your own also. You can mention any other occupation in this answer. Okay. Now move to the next. Means the C1. Town list the different kinds of buildings that we see in a town. For examples, library, hospital. So students, the C1 answer is hotels, guest houses, schools and colleges. Now students, move to the next question. Question number D. Street, write other words with a similar meaning. So the answer is lane, road, byway. In the end of the sentence, we have to put a full stop. Now students, the E1 question. Lane, write a few real or imaginary name of lanes. For example, Park Lane. So the answer is Tank Lane, Sodawala Lane. So students, we had completed the page number 2. Now move to the next page. Page number 3. In that students, the F1 question. Yard, mention different location for the yard of a house. For example, on all sides, comma, to the left, etc. And the answer is to the right, comma, in the middle. In the end of the sentence, we have to put a full stop. Now students, the next question. Question number G. House. List some of the things you find in every house. The answers are television set, comma, refrigerator, comma, oven, comma, cooler, comma, sofa set, comma, cupboard. Students, you may write this your answer by your own. Now students, move to the next question. Question number H. Room, write names of different types of rooms. So here the answer is living room, bedroom, dining room, guest room, storeroom. Students, you can write some more rooms name. Okay. Now move to the next. I1. Bed, make meaningful words by joining this word to the words given here. Bug, room, cover, sheet, river, time, flower. So the answer is bed bug, bedroom, bed cover, bed sheet, river bed, bedtime, flower bed. In the end of the sentence, we have to put a full stop. Now students, the J1. Basket lists the things you can put in a basket. Now students, the J1 answer you can write by your own also. The things which is put in the basket, that things we have to mention over here. So I have written the answer: fruits, vegetables, flowers. You can mention any other things which can be put in the basket. Okay? You can write this answer by your own also. Now students, the last one means the K1. Flowers, write the names of different kinds of flowers. You have to mention some flowers name which we see in the garden. Okay? So here the answer is rose, lily, lotus, sunflower, jasmine, and the last one chameli. Students, this answer also you can write by your own. Understood? So students, we had completed 3 pages. Page number 1, 2 and 3. First of all, in a previous lecture, I had explained you this poem. Poem number 21, that is the key of the kingdom. Right? And today, I had given you the notes. Students, these notes you have to complete it by 5 p.m. Okay? So students, if you have any doubt regarding the explanation part or about the homework, you can call me or WhatsApp me on my personal number. So students, thank you for watching the video.